we should concentrate on getting income.
Okay.
And then we should concentrate on lessening our expenses.
Yeah, yeah.
And then we should earn some income and lessen our expenses to be able to buy assets. So
Oh,
let's define assets, no?
okay,
Asset
okay,
is something that will let you earn money without
okay.
doing anything. So for example, if you have a rental apartment, that's an asset. So
Oh,
sometimes they
okay.
thought that a house, your
Oh,
house and your car is your asset. No, they are actually expenses because you
oh,
pay taxes for that house, you
yeah.
pay maintenance for that house, right? So that's not an asset and it doesn't give you income.
If there were a way by which you will learn how to retire rich, not necessarily just in wealth, but rich in peace of mind, in joy and fulfillment in your life, would you like to know how? Because that's what Rosanna is going to talk about. And just to give you a very brief background of Rosanna, she is one of the most awarded business leaders in the Philippines. Her interests are varied: education, entrepreneurship, marketing, technology, youth development, and women empowerment. So, Rosanna, why did you choose this particular topic?
I really want to retire and rich at the same time. That's why
Okay,
I chose this topic
okay,
because it's in my mind
uh,
for
uh,
a
uh,
long time now.
okay, right. Please, um, what are most people are afraid to retire, Rosanna, no? So, why is it that people are so scared of retiring?
I can only speak for myself, no.
Uh,
I'm afraid of retiring because I'm afraid of losing my money. I'm afraid of losing purpose. I'm afraid of losing my connections, my friends in the industry.
Oo.
I'm even afraid of getting dementia in case I
Okay.
don't actually think anymore. But I realize, I want to talk about retirement because no one is guiding us how to retire. And
Mhm,
as a planner that I am for the past so many years of my life, I
mhm,
always plan ahead. So
mhm.
this retirement, I'm planning it properly and lengthily and intentionally so that I can retire properly and in a way that it's rich. So
Oh,
I'll define rich muna, no. Rich is not about your money in the bank. It's not about how much you've accumulated from your job or your business. It's about the freedom. Kasi 'di ba, we when we work to get money, but for what? What is that money for? It's for you to be able to spend for something that you want. For
mhm.
me, it's important that I have freedom to do what I want to do, eat what I want to eat, go where I want to go, buy what I want to buy, live where I want to live, 'di ba? So it's really about freedom, and it's really about pursuing happiness, fulfillment, meaningful moments. It's about hobbies that I can pursue, I can do. It's being with my loved ones. It's time for myself. So that's being rich for me. So it's not just the money in the bank, but all the all that the money can buy. So
All
now
right, all right.
this
Yeah.
episode for this, I want to talk about how to retire rich.
Yeah, please, please. Yeah. Go ahead. So, in but you would suggest to anyone to already consider retiring if they have reached the age of what? What are the ages that
Um,
Mhm.
50s is about right because I tried to retire at 40s.
Okay, okay.
But what I did? I got bored and so I got back to to
Oh,
um to work.
Oh,
because I think it was too early. I think it was
oh,
too
okay.
early.
Oh,
I definitely have money then to retire, but what I did really was just to play video games, watch a lot of movies,
oh,
and nothing. So this time I want to do it properly by well, I'll tell you later on how to to
yes,
retire
yes, yes.
properly. But
Oh, all right. So
for now,
what are the things that people need to prepare so that when retirement time comes, they are not, shall we say, para bang feeling so frustrated because they have not prepared enough. What are these things that they're supposed to do?
yes. Yung for me, no, I think it's the right time now to retire because
Okay.
my children are all adults already. So
Oh, okay, okay.
I'm having an empty nest and I don't have a husband. So it's really empty and it's just me. It's just going to be
Okay.
me. So
Okay.
uh so
Uh,
um how do I retire?
uh,
I think that it's not completely getting out of work,
yeah, yeah.
but just doing part-time. For example, if you're retiring from a job, then maybe you can ask if I can do this part-time, maybe once a
Uh,
week or twice a
okay.
week. That's all right. Or
Oh,
if
okay, okay.
if in
Okay.
this,
Yeah.
or you can do consulting, or for business, maybe you can sell your business, or maybe you can ask someone to take over your business, a partner maybe, or maybe you can sell part of it. It's
Mm.
important that you maybe keep your business so that you have income coming in, or maybe you should keep your part-time work so that you have continuous money coming in, because that's important also. We cannot
Yeah.
really think that money is not important. It is, especially at the later years. You would need money for medicine, for aging problems,
Yes,
right?
yes, indeed,
but
indeed. Yes.
actually it's important also to retire so that you won't experience a lot of health problems. Like if you work and work until you cannot work anymore, then maybe you'll get too stressed, and then you'll have heart problems or diabetes or all those things that um people have when they're older. So if you
Yes.
can just take time to strengthen your body, prepare so
Yes.
that you won't experience that, or if you experience that, it's mild only. That's
Oh,
better than earn a lot of money and then spend that money to
oh.
pay for doctors, for medicine, for hospitals, right?
Right. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Well, we need to consider probably, Rosanna, am I correct? We need to consider also before retiring the cost of living, and then where do you want to retire? Do you want to go out of town or where you are, stay where you are? And even like, do you plan to retire abroad? So, uh, are you also thinking of things like that?
Yes, yes. I am complete planning. I'm
Oh,
doing complete planning on
oh, okay.
retiring. So,
Oh,
first, who can retire, di ba?
okay.
So, everyone who has maybe are finished with their responsibilities.
Okay.
Um, Sometimes we think that we have to accumulate a lot of money to give to our children. But
Okay.
if if you did your job well now,
Yeah.
um, you don't have to do that anymore because they can earn their own money,
Oh,
right?
okay.
They don't. You
Okay.
don't have. You really don't have to give them any. But if you
Oh, okay.
have, well,
Oh,
that's good. But
oh,
if you have to work and work so that you can afford something to give to them, I think that's bad. I think at age 50, you should think of yourself already.
oh, okay. Okay. That's very specific. I was really waiting for that because most people eh, are bewildered about this particular topic because you're right, Rosanna, and I am very grateful to you for thinking about this topic. You are right. We have interviewed so many, intelligent speakers, very experienced businessmen. Nobody ever mentioned about retiring. So that you are right. This is a topic that is thought about but not talked about. No? People think, but they don't like it out there in the open. They don't want discussion about it. Oh, I don't know why people seem to avoid that topic.
Maybe
So,
it's kind of sad.
it is, honestly. But that is true, honestly. We have already interviewed so many speakers, but nobody ever talks about retiring.
Mm.
So I'm honestly, Rosanna, I'm so grateful to you that here you are, and out of the blue, you think of that particular topic. Even I was, oh my gosh, but I want to hear how strategies for business, etc. And yet now I realize how very beneficial, how valuable thinking of retirement is all about. I'm so glad. All right. So Rosanna, it's about time we mention all these awards that you've garnered over the years. For example, you were voted Entrepreneur of the Year and one of the 75 most admired entrepreneurs in the Philippines. Imagine that. Awarded by the Philippine Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Philippine Marketing Association, International Association of Business Communicators, Philippine Center for Entrepreneurship, and Summit Media as one of the 100 most amazing Filipinas in the world. And recently, you received the 2019 Asian Woman Award and then 2020 Asia CEO Award and 2020 Asian Business Award. And of course, you have been invited to speak for the Confederation of Asia Pacific Chambers of Commerce in Malaysia and Hong Kong. Now, I know for a fact you have been mentoring for 20 years and you joined the Founders Institute as a mentor in 2014. And that's not all. You were recently appointed by Facebook Philippines as the She Means Business SMB hero. Imagine that. I mean, here you are, and wow, you're thinking how to properly retire. So I must say this, Rosanna, you have earned it. Really. You've earned it anytime you want to. You've earned it. But tell me, at the moment, what are your plans? Do you plan to completely stop working or you want to have a little bit of consultancy work, something like that, and continue with your mentorship, probably with Go Negosyo, etc. So, what do you think, Rosanna?
First of all, medyo it's really really sweet to hear what you said earlier, my awards, and now that's it's become an addiction after a while. You- of course, everyone wants to be recognized for what they're doing, but now that I'm going to retire, I will never get those any recognition anymore, right? So, but anyway, what is more important? My well-being or those awards, right?
Okay,
So
yes.
yeah, for me, I when I was planning to retire, retirement seems to be a thing thought about, like completely stopping working and then
Yeah, yes, yes.
just painting or planting things which I don't intend to do. So what, what I want to do is do other passions. Like for example, number one, I want to be really really healthy. So I'm also planning for that. I plan to go to the gym for the first time in my life and try to lift weights, or I'm going to, well, I'm doing Zumba already, but I'm going to be religious in doing that. I
Wow.
started my yoga. I want to
Oh,
try Tai Chi. I
yes.
want to do I want to do pole dancing, and I want to do boxing also. So there's so much that I didn't have time for before, and now I'm going to have a lot of time doing that. I don't want to crochet or knit, but I want to do I don't also want to do some painting, but some others would really be interested in those things. So if they retire, they can have time to do those, right?
Yes.
So what else? For that's for I want to go to hospitals to check for a really great checkup, and there if there's things to be done, then I want to I want I'm happy that I have time now to do them.
Yeah. All right. So,
What else?
yeah, yeah. It's like almost like it seems to me you. It's almost like you're trying to catch up with the things that you miss
Yes, yes, yes.
because of your super success
Mhm,
as an entrepreneur. There were some things that were, shall we say, were not part of your routine. So
mhm,
now you're trying to catch up and do this, which is really, really fine. Of
mhm.
course, wow. I'm glad. I'm glad you're thinking about it. But I agree with the physical fitness things that you're thinking
There
about, which
are
is
other things that I
yeah,
want to do. As before you change the topic or make
yeah.
another questions,
Oh,
I
oh,
still have family.
oh,
Of
okay,
course, they're
okay,
moving away. They're
okay,
moving
okay.
away, but maybe I can spend time, the little time before they get married with them.
Okay, okay,
And for
okay.
some other who are going to retire, maybe they have time now to spend time with their apo. I don't have
Yeah.
apo yet.
Okay.
Children
All
are not
right.
yet
All right.
married, but
Oh,
maybe for others they have time to do that as well, or maybe for them they can strengthen the bond with their wife or husband.
yes, yes, yes,
For me,
yes.
maybe find
Yes, indeed, indeed. And
yeah.
I can relate to that. No, in my case though, I have two grown-up children, and my daughter is living in America, married to an American. They don't have children, but Dino, who's my son you have met earlier, has already two growing up children as well. So uh, I'm glad you mentioned that because indeed I'm just so glad that in my kind of business I was able to juggle. It could be very, shall we say, challenging at times, but I was able to juggle time between personal and including my. I do brisk walking almost every day and other what we call firming up body exercises at home when I'm done with my daily chores,
Mhm,
because business is really very demanding. It's
mhm, mhm,
especially for our type of business because we are in the training, coaching, and consultancy business. And
mhm,
it's very demanding,
mhm.
very highly demanding and super competitive business. So you have to be on your toes all the time. Yeah. So
Mhm.
Rosanna,
So I
other
don't want to be on my toes all the time now.
yeah, yeah, right, right. Yeah, that's why this is really a time where you can relax, even though not completely, but at least most of the time relax already and focus more on the things that you mentioned, your health, your the physical fitness and time. But by the way, I have one of my best friends. She knew she is going to be retired soon by the company she's with, and so before I believe that will be sometime next year. So before the time came, she actually started already taking her five children to different places in the world together, so that they, well, before before she really gets really retired, that they are able to enjoy. They went to Japan and then USA and stuff like that.
Yeah,
So
Dina,
yeah,
I
yeah,
really, really want to go around the world or travel a lot. But how can I do that if I'm tired and my bones are achy or I cannot walk anymore or my sight would be not normal anymore?
yeah,
If I my taste bud is bad already or if my hearing is bad, if I don't have all my full senses, I
indeed.
that would be really sad. I see people
Yeah, yeah,
going to Disneyland in wheelchairs.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
So I don't want to travel
Yeah,
in a wheelchair.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
going to do that now. Well,
Oh,
actually, because of the pandemic, I will have to really lower my
wow.
expectations, but um titipirin ko na lang. Titipirin
Uh-uh.
ko na lang. But also I can spend time with the community again, more now because I have this advocacy of training school principals and teachers. I've been doing that since 2002. I want to
Yeah,
give
yeah.
more time for that.
Right, right, right. Yeah. Yeah, I heard about that. Yes, yes, yes. Indeed, indeed. Yes, yes.
Maybe I want to write another two more books. I have one
Can
book
you
this
show us, please, the book that you've written? Okay.
this
What
one
is the best business for me? That is so good. What year did that come out, Rosanna?
2020 exactly
Oh,
during the pandemic.
wow.
It was presented to the Go Negosyo Filipina Entrepreneurship Summit
Oh,
on March 8th, like that. And then the pandemic was March 10, I think. So it's exactly um, for that. So this is for women because I realized that women are disadvantaged. But now I think this will really help women.
yes,
I
indeed,
want to
indeed.
write more books to help
Oh,
women, and
oh, that's
I
great.
want to
That's
go
great.
to communities to help them manage their finances because they know how to get money. They don't know how to keep it.
Yes, yes,
That's
yes, yes,
I
indeed.
want to teach them that.
Indeed, indeed. And a lot of times I hear people grumbling and they are saying, why is it so difficult to earn money? And then why is it so easy to just lose the money? I mean, yeah, it's like, oh, gone. It's all gone.
Mhm.
Yeah. So yes, yes, yes.
So
That
let me talk about how to get rich also.
yes, please,
Just
please.
a bit, just a bit. No?
Indeed, indeed.
Because
Oh,
bec-
oh.
there's we should concentrate on getting income,
Okay.
and then we should concentrate on lessening our expenses,
Yeah, yeah.
and then we should earn some income and lessen our expenses to be able to buy assets. So
Oh,
let's define assets, no?
okay,
Asset
okay,
is something that will let you earn money without
okay.
doing anything. So for example, if you have a rental apartment, that's an asset. So
Oh,
sometimes they
okay.
thought that your
Oh,
house and your car is your asset. No, they are actually expenses because you
oh,
pay taxes for that house, you
yeah.
pay maintenance for that house, right? So that's not an asset and it doesn't give you income.
Okay,
It's
okay.
actually a liability because you're paying taxes and maintenance. Even the
Oh,
car is not an asset.
yes,
So
yes.
people should work to to get assets, things that will give them money. And if that
Oh,
is the and if you have enough of that, then you can retire.
oh, all right. So, a suggestion is, be wise. Start looking around for example, like condos that you can have it rented in the future, something
Yes,
like
yes,
that.
or businesses also or stock
Or,
market
or
pwede.
stock
Mhm.
market, or right
And stop
businesses.
buying from Lazada, Shopee, and
Yes, yes, yes.
SM.
Yeah, yeah. Indeed, because Rosanna, this our digital world now is very tempting, especially for the young people to, they of course they work, all right, and they are very very good at what they do, but it just it it just slips away from their fingers. They don't get to hold any of it because I- again, you just mentioned, oh, it's easy to order from Lazada, from Shopee, etc. So nothing is left behind. So you're right, you're right. And something else, Rosanna, that you mentioned earlier, like I've seen people, you're right, uh, really, they can hardly walk. And so when they go out, for example, to travel, they have to keep on sitting down, look for some benches to because they can hardly walk a long way. So they really have to because they are already exhausted with just a short walk. So a lot of people, I've heard this, no? Some people grumble that I should have done this years ago. why did I not think of traveling when I was younger? Oo.
That's
So,
it.
yeah, yeah. But
I don't
Rosanna,
want to do that.
yeah, but Rosanna, you also traveled in the course of your businesses. You're able to travel also,
Mhm.
right?
Yes.
So, what are those places, Rosanna, that you believe are very good for retirement? You know, that people can go there and retirement would be easy. What are those places?
Many people are trying to retire here in the Philippines.
You are correct. You are correct. Yeah.
There's no snow here.
Yes, 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 yes,
It's very hard for old people to stay in snowy areas
yes,
because
yes,
the arthritis,
yes.
the cold
Yeah.
makes your bones or joints hurt.
Indeed, indeed. As a
So
matter of fact, yeah.
I really love it here.
Yes, yes, yes. Good.
I believe without the government and corruption and
Yeah,
everything
yeah,
else.
yeah. Right,
I
right.
love the Philippines. I think this is the Eden or the
Yeah,
paradise.
right,
I
right.
think this is this is I love it. I love it. But we just travel to see other places.
Okay, okay, all right. As a matter of fact, uh, I know a lot of Filipino US citizens,
Oh,
and you'll be surprised every year. Every time it's winter in America, they all come here and they will go back only when it's no longer winter. They go back because, of course, they cannot, shall we say, really retire here anymore because they have the citizen. They have to keep up their citizenship status in the US, but they always come back to get away from the cold weather. Yeah. So you're right. Yes, yes. So, Rosanna, in that case, I take it that you are thinking more of retiring here where you are now. Uh,
mhm. Yes.
Are you thinking of moving to another home or be where you are now is okay for you?
Uh, Um, my home now is okay, but actually a condo is better for retirees.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You don't
But
have
I
to.
don't know what to do with my home. Maybe I don't know if I can sell it. But I'm not there yet.
Oh, okay,
I'm not
okay.
planning yet where to live right now. But um as for others, maybe they can live in the province if they didn't accumulate some money to help them retire. And if they have money, well, it's anywhere. They can even retire abroad. But
Uh-huh.
for if they didn't get a lot of money, let's maybe they'd want to pan ba? They want to save more, but
Mhm.
in turn they are not saving and it's getting late. They're getting older. Maybe they can retire at 60, but just go to the province to retire because it's easier to live there. The rent is cheaper, maybe the food may be cheaper also. Right?
Mhm.
So the utilities may be cheaper also. But at
Right.
least retired already.
Right, right, right. Yeah, I've seen that happen to some of my friends also. Like, I was so surprised they were so happy here and yet they went out of town for their retirement. So I
Mhm.
suppose they were thinking the way you're thinking now.
Mhm.
So
For others, maybe they want peace and quiet. For
okay,
me, I'm
okay.
already used to the noise of the city.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll get very bored
Yes, yes.
in
Okay.
a province.
Do you foresee, Rosanna, that you will continue what you have been doing in the past, which is mentoring? You
Yes, yes,
foresee that?
definitely. I enjoy that a lot, and I like helping others. So this time I'm also helping others at this time at this minute
Yes.
because I want others to realize that they don't have to get a heart attack first before they are forced to retirement, because I know a lot of people who are
Yeah.
still working even if they have gout or heart problems already. In fact, I know someone who we were talking about business and then he stopped talking to me for a year, and I was wondering why did he stop. And then after a year, he told me, Rosanna, I'm sorry, I had a heart attack, so I had to leave the company first. But now I'm back. Let's continue what we're discussing.
Oh,
And then we talked again, and then after a while, he disappeared again, and then it turned out he died. And he's
oh,
just my age.
oh,
So
wow.
that's really, really bad. He didn't he maybe that's the problem with workaholics. My children don't believe that I can retire because I'm really a workaholic. I enjoy working. I'm
Mhm.
very happy working. In fact, before it's funny that I look forward to January 2 because that's the time we can go back to
Oh,
work. Whereas others don't do that.
yeah, I get it. I get it. Yeah. Oh my
Isn't that
God.
funny?
You're the opposite of people who don't look forward to the first day of work.
Yes.
You're the opposite.
Since I
Yeah.
was very young, I look forward to
Yeah. Yeah.
working.
Yeah.
I work a lot. So I've been working since this was written before in a newspaper because before in grade 2 I was selling pulveron to the whole grade 2
Wow.
grade 2 classes, about 22 sections. And
Wow.
before that, I was selling marbles and text and rubber bands. And then
Wow.
before that, when I was not yet in school, we were caroling, and it was strategic because I said we should do marketing by knocking first. We should
Oh,
practice, and
oh
we
my
should
goodness
bring
me.
our own musical instruments so that they don't give us just small coins.
Oh, oh, yeah.
So I was
Yeah.
strategic in that way.
Wow. Oh, okay. Rosanna, who influenced you to become the way you were, even as a child?
Maybe I always thank God that I was poor. We
Okay.
were poor that I
Okay.
needed to make my own money so I can buy the food that I want or
Wow.
the gifts that I want to give to others. It's
Okay.
mostly I want to give gifts to others.
Okay. Okay.
When I was selling polvoron, we were I asked my friends to wrap it for me and then to sell it, and then as payment they get um cups of polvoron to eat.
Oh,
So
I
it's
see. I
also
see.
my hobby at the same time.
Yes,
It
yes.
the earning just comes, but I just do what I want, and I sell. So I've always been working all throughout my life. I sold
Wow.
the mango. I sold jeans, t-shirts. I
Wow.
sold I sold the first UP t-shirts. I printed the shirts and then sold them. So
Wow.
all the time I was working, and then so now I was afraid to stop. I didn't know how to stop. Even if said that I will retire, the next day I was in all day meeting. So then the following day I was still working. I can't stop, um but I'm trying my best.
Yes, yes, yes. No, the very fact that you are preparing your mind, in your mind, you're already thinking of steps necessary, what to do. That tells me that you will succeed in what you really want to do.
Retiring.
Because, yeah, because Rosanna, everything emanates from the mind. Once your mind, is set on certain things, literally it triggers our body to follow. So because you are already thinking of that, so there will be steps that you will take to make it come true. So, and I'm so happy that you are now doing these things because after all, wow, starting from 2 years old.
6 years old.
Six,
Five,
okay.
five, five
Yeah.
years old. 5 to 6.
Now, I'm curious. How many children do you have?
I have 4.
And any of them took after you? Your keen entrepreneurial mind.
The two have great ideas for businesses. And
Okay.
the other one, because he was promoted immediately after working as an assistant. When he graduated, he was
Uh,
promoted to become a
uh,
manager of older people. So he became afraid of managing. So he said, I don't want to manage anymore. I just want to program, because he's a computer programmer. I just
oh,
want to program so that I'm working only for
I see.
myself and not
Uh,
managing other older people. And I was telling him that when I was also young, when I was 25 and my staff were 50 years old, I was the one who was calling them ma'am and was saying po, because they're older, and it was hard to tell them to do these things when they are older. So it's
uh,
really that way. So
okay,
when he
okay, yes.
experienced managing people, he became an assistant operations manager without the operations manager. So in effect, he was
Uh,
really the operations manager. He was managing a lot of people really really older than him. So he was traumatized. He doesn't want to go into business anymore. But I think later on he will also go into business. But I'm not pushing them to do whatever. They
yes,
can just
yes,
pursue
yes.
whatever they want. That's freedom.
Oh, yes.
Freedom.
And your children are now graduates, college, or
I have twins.
yeah.
I have twins. I have twin boys, 28 years old. And then I have
Wow.
a 24-year-old and a 21-year-old. And they are actually encouraging me to travel already. But, well, I'm not traveling because I'm still trying to move towards
Yeah,
retirement. But
yeah.
this is what I'm trying to prepare. I want to retire rich. I want to pursue all my passions. But now that I'm trying to get away from my company, not closing it. It's being run efficiently by very good people. But um, now that I have less time in doing that business, a head tutorial
Uh-uh,
review center,
uh-uh, uh-uh.
I am actually thinking of other businesses to open.
Yes,
So that's retirement for me. I
yes,
don't,
right, yes,
maybe it's letting gi- let letting go of the time I need to spend in my main business, and
right.
then opening another business because I want to do it and I can.
Oh,
Not retiring, it means that
yeah,
I have to stay in that business. Maybe
right, right.
maybe
No.
for me, it's still my passion. I still love it. It's my hobby, working.
Yes,
Maybe it's still working, but in another non-stressful business.
yes, yes,
Actually,
yes,
ahead doesn't stress me because we know that we're helping people. I know that we're delivering good values and services. I know that it's helping students
yes.
get into the best universities.
Okay.
But still, I want to do some other things. For example, I want to go into real estate, which
Oh,
I've been I've been a licensed real estate broker for longer than ahead, but I haven't been practicing it.
oh,
So now
yeah.
I want to know if I can still do that, because when I was before I started ahead, I was very successful in that field, real estate. So I had a lot of people under me, and then I'm teaching them and training them and leading them how to sell, and they're selling a lot. So I haven't sold
Wow,
anything, but they
wow,
sold a lot. So I'm good at leading them. That
yeah,
we became number one immediately in our.
wow. Yes, yes, indeed, indeed. I can see that probably the process of retirement, the way you want to retire, will not be quick and simple. It's going to be a step-by-step process for you because you are so organized. You don't want to just haphazardly do things, but you really want to be sure, that everything is ready. So that's the way your mind works. It's,
Mm. Also,
that's
Dina, I want to tell you that before, when my friends invite me to go out of whatever to do
yeah,
some things,
yeah, yeah.
I always say no. It's always no. I'm always here in my
Oh,
business and here in my home for my kids. But now
oh,
that my kids don't need me anymore, and my business, I think. Actually, my business doesn't need me anymore also.
Okay, okay.
I said yes. In the past 2 weeks, I've been saying yes, and I went to watch concerts in different bars. It
Oh,
was really really enjoyable, and I was with my girlfriends, and they are very very happy, and I want to experience that happiness again and
yes,
again in the
yes,
future.
yes.
I
Because
went to a birthday
correct.
party, which
Yeah,
I, wa-
yeah.
I couldn't attend birthday parties before. I went
Before,
to Jupiter to attend the birthday party of and it was it was a really great experience. I met a lot of very important, the president of AIM was there, and some congressmen
wow,
there. So
wow.
I met people that I like meeting also in those things that I thought would be nonsense before.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay. So in other words, this time in your life, you are allowing yourself to enjoy certain things that in the past you thought was a time waster. No,
Yes.
you don't want to do that. No. But
Yes.
now you're allowing yourself to get into the grind and slowly, shall we say, disengage yourself from too much, too much work, work, work. Oh, alone.
You know what I really thought that a very very stupid game is golf because it takes a lot of time
Yeah,
from
yeah,
your
yeah.
day. But
Yes,
now I
yes, yes.
am considering that
Wow.
I'm considering it. So it's really
Wow.
funny. It's a new experience, and I love that I'm going to the idea of I'm going to do it.
Yes, yes. Besides, as I understand it, it's so relaxing. When in the process of doing the golf shots, it it just like it releases your tensions. It's raw that this is from people who love golf, that it just they forget everything else, that they're in the moment. They're so enjoying it. So, yeah, I tell you, Rosanna, you deserve all of this and more. And one thing I particularly admire you is how you are thinking of other people. It's You are the type of person, you succeed, and yet you are not content with you succeeding. You want others to succeed as well.
Yes.
That, for me, is one of the things that make you so different from all other success stories and successful persons and entrepreneurs that I've met in the past. They're more focused on
You.
their their own trajectory, but you do focus on your successful businesses, but at the same time you want to help others to grow. So that's remarkable.
Thank you.
So now, of course, I realize why you garnered all these awards, which you did not run after. You did not run after. You just naturally earned it
Mhm.
because of the things that you did. Wow.
Maybe I want to get golf trophy now.
Yes, yes,
Or maybe
yes.
dancing.
Oh, wow.
Maybe I will do
Yeah, yeah,
what's
yeah.
that
That's
dancing for the old women, the
yeah,
what's the
yeah. A lot
dancing
of
that
people. Yes, yes.
FDI?
Oh,
I don't know.
oh,
I don't know.
yeah, they
I'm
are. Yeah, there
excited
are
for
many
what
different
I
kinds.
can do.
Oh, uh-uh. Yes, yes, indeed, indeed. And you foresee that some of your travels will be with your children and some of them on your own. You're willing also to travel on your own?
I'm a bit hesitant to do that.
Ah,
I
okay.
do not enjoy traveling on my own, but well,
Okay.
I don't have a lot of money. I cannot afford to bring all of them to trips all over. So I
All over.
have to really, really skimp and just do maybe economy, or maybe really, 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 really,
Uh-uh.
really, really save a lot of money.
Mm.
Maybe I should sell some properties first
Yes, yes,
before I can
indeed.
really do that. But I know that I am going to be rich, rich in
Uh,
experience,
yes,
rich in happy moments,
yes,
rich in time with family, with love, with that's what I'm saying. Retiring
Yeah.
means that to me.
Yeah, actually, Rosanna, I can tell you this, no? Once you have done this, you plan, and then you put your plans into action, I'm telling you, you can really breathe easier and say, I've done it all. I've done it all, because nadaanan mo yung really the hectic work life before, and now you're shifting to a more relaxed kind of lifestyle, and at the same time, not really naman stopping all business activities. No, yeah. So
Mhm.
which means it's a happy balance. You're now nearing that happy balance. No? That honestly, Rosanna, I'm so grateful that you said yes to my invitation. I really
Thank
am.
you so
Because
much.
yeah,
Thank you so
because I know Rosanna, it's so difficult to invite you. Oh my God. I
Yes,
really
because
have
I'm
to wait.
but now I'm retired. You can invite me every
Ah,
month.
very good, very good. I really, yes, yes, I really intend to. Now, can you please say some what we call parting shots or words of advice to people who are in a similar state as you, like wondering, or should I make that move or what? So please give your advice, your last what we call counsel to our viewers all over the world.
Okay, hi. Do you want to experience a rich life? You cannot until you have prepared for it.
Yeah.
You have to work for it. You have to plan it so that you will be successful. You have to structure your life to prepare for a rich life. Otherwise, it will always be like that. So you have to stop at some point and experience life fully with fire, with happiness, with passion, with fulfillment.
Mhm,
For me, it's this is my time.
mhm,
I hope that you can prepare for yours. You can be rich in a way that you get to experience what life can offer someday. Um, if you're still working right now, but you have enough money, you just don't know how to retire, you can. I tell you, you can. If you don't have much, you still can. If you're already don't wait until you cannot walk anymore to nice parks and smell the flowers and see the sights. Don't wait. You can retire
mhm,
simply, but
mhm.
still you don't have any sickness or health problems. You
Indeed.
should
Mhm.
you should really really enjoy life.
Yeah, thank you so much, Rosanna. And to our viewers out there, you heard it. And of course, in the future, I'm so glad you heard it from Rosanna. She said I can invite her again. So I'm so glad for that. And those of you who enjoyed the tips and guidelines from Rosanna, be sure to click like and subscribe our channel and spread this, share it with your friends. And by the way, our next speaker is Irene Pax Corpus with her talk entitled Cyber Security, the intersection of AI and cyber security. So, thank you again, Rosanna, and I'll see you again very soon. Take care. God
Thank you so
bless.
much. Bye-bye.
Remember, learning is a never ending journey with limitless vistas.